Okay, so if you're familiar with the rotator cuff muscles, then maybe it's because at some point you experienced shoulder discomfort. Maybe it was after bench pressing, maybe doing lateral raises, shoulder press, or any activity that requires repetitive overhead motion. If you're not familiar, here's a quick explanation. Basically, the rotator cuff isn't a muscle itself, but a group of 4 muscles that provide stability to the shoulder joint. They all attach to the bones of the upper arm, or specifically the humerus. They are the Supraspinatus, the Infraspinatus, Teres Minor, and Subscapularis. Collectively, these muscles comprise the rotator cuff. Aside from maintaining stability in the shoulder joint, they also aid in some basic movements such as abduction, lateral rotation, and medial rotation. So I'm going to teach you some exercises that I've learned for you to begin using now. So, stand upright and hold a stick in both hands with your palms facing down. Stretch your arms by lifting them over your head and keep your elbows straight. Hold this position for about 3 to 5 seconds and return to the starting position. Personally, I would shoot for 3 sets of 10 reps. For wand extension, stand upright and hold a stick in both hands behind your back. Move the stick away from your back and hold the position for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then relax and return to the starting position. Again, try this exercise for 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Next, we'll train our scapular range of motion, and this exercise will happen in 3 parts. First, stand and shrug your shoulders up and hold for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then, squeeze your shoulder blades back and together and hold for another 3 to 5 seconds. Finally, pull your shoulder blades downward as if you were putting them into your pocket, and then relax. This completes 1 rep. My recommendation would be to complete this exercise for 10 reps for about 3 sets. So the next exercise we've got going on is the isometric external and internal rotation. For external rotation, stand in a doorway with your elbow bent 90 degrees and the back of your hand pressing against the door frame as if you were trying to push it through the frame itself. Hold for 5 seconds and do 3 sets of 10 repetitions. For internal rotation, do the exact same thing where you stand in a doorway with your elbow bent at 90 degrees and instead have the front of your hand pressing against the door as if you're trying to push through it. Attempt to press your palm into the door frame and hold this position for 5 seconds. Do it for 3 sets of 10. The last exercise is called cable exercise for external rotation. Now you're gonna need a cable or something with which you can connect to either your doorknob if you're at home, or if your gyms are open, you can just use a cable machine. But make sure that you are able to grab the cable itself at waist level. Once you do that, keep your elbow tucked in at your side and rotate your arm outward and away from your waist. Make sure you keep your elbow bent 90 degrees and your forearm is parallel to the floor. Alright, so these are the exercises I've been using to strengthen and keep my rotator cuff healthy. I'd say perform them every other day or at least before you do a chest or shoulder workout. If you're doing isometric work, try and hold each position for 5 seconds. You can gradually add and progress the weight or resistance. Now, it's important to understand that you want to perform these workouts not just when you get injured or during rehab, but beforehand to prevent injury in the first place. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful in your workout and sports regimen. Now, if you have any comments or questions or things to add, please comment below. And if you did enjoy the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe.